Chapter 91 Breakthrough to the High Level. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The reason why the three-step pagoda is called the three-step pagoda is because it is just a concept in space science. 1 step is 1,000 feet, 2 steps are thousands of miles, and 3 steps are boundless. It is called the three-step pagoda here to describe its very grand interior. It means it's hard to reach the end. With your current level of cultivation, it is best to stop at the second level. Although the higher the concentration of elements, the higher the pressure you will face. If you accidentally cannot withstand the pressure or the concentration of elements and cause damage, then it's more of a loss than a gain. The student who led him in was pretty good and explained a lot about the three-step tower to him. Although Dean Xiao had said it before, the focus of Dean Xiao was somewhat different from the focus of this student. So he also heard some information that he had never heard before. I can only send you here, and then you can go up by yourself. When he saw the stairs ahead, the student who sent him spoke. Thank you, classmate, for sending me off. Although he knew that the person in front of him was his senior, he didn't like being inferior to others for no reason. After the student who sent him away left, he began to walk up the stairs step by step. On each floor, there was a platform as big as a half-court for Master Gong to practice. At the same time, every step he took was consuming the magic energy in his body. The space pressure continues to compress, and the concentration of elements requires him to use his mental power to resist. These are great obstacles for ordinary mid-level mages, and even prevent those mid-level mages from even setting foot on the second level. But these obstacles are insignificant to Qin Chen. After all, his body is different from there are about as many warrior-level monsters as there are 5 magic systems, and the magic power of each magic system is twice that of an ordinary mid-level mage. His mental power has reached the peak of the 3rd level, and he has easily passed the 2nd level. Walking towards the 3rd floor, he felt pressure as he walked to the 3rd floor, but the pressure was not particularly great. It was only when he wanted to go to the 4th floor that the pressure really affected him. Even when he reached the 4th floor, he felt pressure. My backside was already sweating half the time, and the pressure was really overwhelming. This little pressure is nothing, just keep going. Qin Chen persists in the devilish gravity training every day. What does this pressure mean? Just grit your teeth and keep going. With every step he took, the pressure increased by 1 point. It took him 10 full minutes to walk halfway between the 3rd and 4th floors. But the further he got to the end, the greater the pressure he faced. Buzz! When he took the last step and reached the 4th floor, there was a sudden roar in his mind. His entire mental power seemed to have been greatly sublimated. All the previous pressure was gone, and he suddenly felt sober as never before. The 4th level mental power can increase the dimensional magic equivalent to that of a small soul seed. The 3-step tower is indeed my blessed place. You gave me such a big gift before I even started practicing, that the gravity training he insists on every day, exercising his mental strength between pain and exhaustion, has an extremely strong stimulating effect on his mental strength. 2 months ago, his mental strength reached the peak of level 3, but 2 months ago, his mental strength reached the peak of level 3. Months have passed without any progress, but I didn't expect that I would break the bottleneck here. Such a rich element, it is indeed a 3-step tower. Next, let's consolidate and practice the summoning system first, and then complete the summoning system thoroughly. It has to be said that before the high level, the 3-step tower can be said to be a holy land for cultivation. Even after the high level, the increase in the cultivation of the galaxy is not that great, but the increase in the cultivation of the nebula is still extremely huge. The increase in the cultivation here can be compared with that of the cultivation. The superposition of soul magic weapons made his cultivation faster. In just half a day, the summoning system that had not yet been perfected was directly completed at the intermediate level. If it were placed outside, it would take at least 3 months to make it truly perfect. Complete. The next step is to attack the high level. Let's attack the fire element first. Don't let me down. Qin Chen held the veins of the galaxy in his hand, and then immersed himself in his own nebula. Here, There were 49 red stars in the Fire Nebula, and each star was extremely shining. After seeing Qin Chen come in, suddenly all the stars were boiling, as if urging Qin Chen to quickly break down the barrier of the nebula and let them swim in the wider galaxy. Today, when nebulae turn into galaxies, rush forward and break through this damn barrier, Qin Chen roared, and all the stars attacked at the same time, rushing towards the same square and the same position. There was a small crack, which was the mark left when they hit the barrier. He had also tried to hit the high-level barrier without the pulse of the galaxy before. With the help of the twice-strengthened star particles, he kept hitting and consumed his fire magic energy 3 times, and finally there was a trace of cracks on the barrier. But this crack is too small, not enough to shatter the entire nebula. After that impact, he knew that he could independently break through to the high level with the help of his twice-strengthened Xingzi, but it took a bit long. Maybe he could break through to the high level in half a year of seclusion, but he did not do this, but chose to use the veins of the galaxy to break through. Half a year is too long. Time is life. He can't waste half a year to break through a small high-level barrier. What's more, half a year is only enough to break through one high-level magic system. What about other magic systems? He now has 5 departments. Doesn't it take him so long to do each department? Since you have money and resources, why not use them? Do you still need to rely on the power of Xingzi to break through? That is a choice only a stupid person would make. He is a smart person, so he naturally chooses to make a breakthrough through Krypton Gold. When the stars impacted, the power of the galactic veins in his hands continued to flow into the Fire Nebula. However, this energy was not used for the impact at the beginning. Instead, it was dormant in the Fire Nebula under Qin Chen's control. Come down, wait for all the energy of the galaxy veins to enter the nebula, gather all the energy together, and cooperate with this star to make a one-time impact. Boom! Under the surging energy of the galaxy veins and the leading impact of Xingzi, the entire fire element's lucky barrier was directly broken. At this moment, the entire nebula began to continuously expand, and the whole nebula appeared as a wavy river. Not surprisingly, the size of this galaxy is 3 times wider than that of an ordinary high-level mage, which means that his magic power is 3 times that of other mages of the same level. Chapter 92 Goodbye Ding Yumian. You are listening at novelfull.audio. A large amount of fire elements in the 3-step tower poured into his body and into the newly formed fire galaxy. While the fire elements poured into his body, it also continuously improved his physique, making him stronger than before. This is a kind of baptism, a kind of physical baptism that you will get every time you break through a great realm. This is why the physical fitness of mages is stronger than that of ordinary people. The physical fitness of those super-level mages is at least comparable to that of warrior-level monsters. And because he has multiple magic systems, each system can break through every time. Getting a baptism was one of the reasons why his physical fitness became stronger so quickly. I remember that the demonic system can greatly enhance the physical strength. This should be an increase in the bloodline itself, or it allows humans to have the bloodline of demons, so their physical fitness can be comparable to demons. Suddenly, he thought of the devil system, a perverted magic system that increases physical fitness. However, he could not find a laboratory to study the devil system, so he could only wait for Lun Yen to send it to him in person. Advanced. Qin Chen opened his eyes, with a red fire in his eyes, but in an instant, the fire disappeared. At this moment, he truly became a high-level mage. Consolidate the fire system galaxy first, and then make a breakthrough in the space system. In one day, he consolidated the fire system galaxy, and then broke through to the high-level space system. However, this breakthrough was not a one-time success. Instead, it took 2 copies of galaxy veins to successfully break through, and it took another day to consolidate. In this way, it took him 3 days to complete the fire and space systems, and he did not waste the remaining 4 days. He upgraded both the plant system and the music system to intermediate perfection. At this point, the 7-day 3-step tower training time just used up. It's great to practice in the 3-step tower. When a new department is awakened in the future, entering the three-step tower to practice can greatly shorten the time for the new department to grow. And the remaining plant department and music department can be tried in a month or two. Breaking through to high levels, this feeling of constantly getting stronger is really good. Qin Chen walked out of the three-step tower with a happy mood. Of course, in order to express his gratitude to the college, he specifically asked where Dean Zhao's office was. However, he met a beautiful woman who was cool and sweet, quiet and indifferent. She was wearing a white dress with a red base, slender legs, white skin, delicate face, and proud figure. With her figure, all the men walking on the road unconsciously looked back, but they did not dare to step forward easily to say hello. Ding Yumian. Long time no see. When he saw the familiar beauty, he naturally went up to say hello. Qin Chen, it's you. Congratulations on winning first place in the Fire Academy. Ding Yumian's voice is still so pleasant, like a summer wind chime, giving people a sense of comfort. I told you to contact me if you had anything to do before, but after waiting so long and no one contacted me, I thought something had happened to you. Seeing that Ding Yumian still recognized him, he approached him directly, and his worry was self-evident. I haven't encountered anything bad before, but I was quite busy, so I didn't contact you. I'm sorry. Seeing Qin Chen's worried expression and his approaching body, Ding Yumian, who was originally peaceful and indifferent, suddenly blushed and subconsciously stepped back. I see that you are also a student at Pearl Academy, and you are not busy right now. Why don't you have time to contact me? Do you hate me? Ding Yumian's personality was originally indifferent and not good at communicating, but when he met Qin Chen, he showed a weak side. No, I'm very grateful to you for saving me. Ding Yumian replied quickly. Then why didn't you contact me? Qin Chen continued to ask. Ding Yumian lowered her head and didn't say a word for a long time. She was not good at expressing herself, so she really didn't know how to answer this question now. Give me your phone. Qin Chen continued. Oh, Ding Yumian didn't care what Qin Chen wanted to do, he just subconsciously handed over his phone. It's just my contact information. I also added your contact information. Remember to contact me when you have nothing to do. Remember to contact me when you are reading. Remember to contact me when you are eating or sleeping. Remember to contact me when you are sleeping. Also, remember to miss me. After saying that, when Ding Yumian wasn't paying attention, he pushed the front of her hair back, and at the same time, he came close to her ear, said something softly, and turned away. Ding Yumian was overwhelmed by the sudden operation. After Qin Chen left, she slowly adapted to it, but the two blushes on her face could not go away. Those students who were watching the fun and eating melon saw their dream lovers being teased, and for a while they were filled with envy, jealousy, and hatred, but what's the use? Even with Qin Chen's experience, the boys who were watching still didn't dare to go up and strike up a conversation. After meeting Ding Yumian, Qin Chen quickly came to the door of Dean Zhao's office. Dong dong dong. Please come in. It turns out it's Qin Chen. Have you come out of the three-step tower? Dean Zhao said with a smile when he saw Qin Chen come in. Yes, I just came out. In order to thank the college for training me, I came to Dean Zhao to express my gratitude. Qin Chen said shamelessly. Dean Zhao in front of him is a real boss, and it is right to build a good relationship with him. Qin Chen, logically speaking, with your talent, the college can't help you very much. Why would you want to come to Mingzhu to study? Dean Zhao asked casually after drinking a cup of tea. Dean Zhao, what you said is wrong. The three-step tower in the college has been of great help to me. Whether I use the three-step tower to break through to a high level this time, or in the future I will speed up my cultivation after awakening a new system. Or it will be very helpful when I am ready to break through to the high level in the summoning system. Qin Chen was not polite, sat on the sofa next to him, poured himself a glass of water and said. So, you just broke through to the highest level of Mage. Hearing this, Dean Zhao glanced at Qin Chen in surprise. There were only a handful of people at this age who could break through to the highest level of Mage. Each of them was an absolute genius, but he didn't expect that he would meet him this year. Of course, it's just a breakthrough to a high-level mage. It's not difficult. It's a matter of a galaxy's veins. Not only the fire system, but also my summoning system can be broken through within half a year. After my summoning system breaks through to a high level, my contracted beast can also break through to the leader level. Qin Chen didn't hide anything and directly told some information about himself. If he didn't show some talent, how could he win Ding Zhao's attention? Speaking of which, I don't know what race your contracted beast is yet. Can you tell me about it? Ding Zhao asked curiously. Qin Chen's contract beast bloodline was very strong, but he didn't know it, so he wanted to find out. Chapter 93 Building a Constellation. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Have Ding Zhao ever heard of Emperor Yan? Qin Chen also didn't expect that Ding Zhao didn't know Little Emperor. Of course I have heard that King Yan is comparable to the Holy Spirit of Elements, but more powerful than the Holy Spirit of Elements. It is extremely threatening. Every time King Yan is found in the wild, our country will attach great importance to it. Could it be that your contracted beast is Emperor Yan? Hearing what Qin Chen said, Ding Zhao became calm. That was Emperor Yan. Every time Emperor Yan appeared, he was always at the monarch level. Humans have never seen Emperor Yan below the monarch level. It can be seen that Emperor Yan's bloodline is how powerful. Well, even Emperor Yan, I was able to get the contract only by chance. Qin Chen nodded. Yan Dijuan, although I have never met Yan Dijuan's reputation is quite resounding. You are really lucky. If you train him well, Yan Dijuan will not let you down in the future. Ding Zhao couldn't help but sigh. After chatting with Ding Zhao for 10 minutes, he left here and went to find an apartment near Pearl Academy. By coincidence, he found the house that Mtlnovel was interested in the original work. Needless to say, he immediately paid the full price. I bought it for a small amount of money, 15 million in full. After buying it, I directly sent Mtlnovel the location of this house. Qin Chen, Mtlnovel, this is our new home in Mingzhu. The key is hidden under the flower plate at the door. Remember to come and stay. Mtlnovel, when did you buy it? Qin Chen, I just bought it. Mtlnovel, can I take AI Tutu to live with me? Qin Chen, of course, as long as you are happy. Mtlnovel, thank you. Qin Chen, how are you going to thank me? Promise yourself. Mtlnovel, I will cook for you. Qin Chen, can I eat you? Mtlnovel, no. Qin Chen, can I sleep with you? Mtlnovel, get out. After teasing Mtlnovel, he called Tang Yu. Unfortunately, Tang Yu's phone was turned off. She was probably on a mission. He simply didn't waste time anymore and summoned both Xiao Dijuan and Xiao Tianju. Hiss. Jrrrr. That the two little ones came close to each other and rubbed against each other as soon as they came out. Qin Chen, who was familiar with them, naturally knew that the two little guys wanted to eat snacks. What we are eating this time is not a snack, but the main course. Here are the soul seeds and the pearl of life. After eating, have a good sleep. When you wake up, you will be almost promoted. This time Qin Chen took out a wind soul seed, a thunder soul seed, an earth soul seed, and a life bead that condensed the vitality of 3 subcommanders. The wind and thunder soul seed were given to Xiao Tianju, and the earth soul seed was given to Xiao Tianju. Give the soul seed and the pearl of life to the little emperor. This time he will help the two little guys advance to the commander level. The 3 soul seeds are all artificial soul seeds, and each soul seed is worth about 400 million. The 3 soul seeds combined cost him almost 1.2 billion, all the money I got from hunting demon bounties in the previous month was spent here. Hiss. Jrrrr. After the two little guys saw their favorite snacks, they ate them directly. However, as soon as they finished eating, they began to fall asleep. Upon seeing this, Qin Chen sent them all back, and then distributed the summoning magic energy equally. All were given to them. Let's test it this time and see if we can break through to the high level through the summoning talent. He has experienced the contract backfeeding of his summoning talent before. He hardly needs to meditate to practice the summoning system. He relies entirely on the improvement of the strength of Xiao Tianju and Xiao Dijuan to continuously counterattack his own summons. On the system Nebula, he helped him to continuously improve the summoning system, and this time was no exception. At this moment, Xiao Tianju and Yan Dijuan were sleeping, and he himself did not practice the summoning system, but the stars in the summoning system were actually automatically the impact of the summoning system. Nebula barrier seems to be breaking through on its own. The impact now has no effect. Even if there is a breakthrough, it will be when Xiao Tianju and Xiao Dijuan are promoted to the commander level. Seeing what summoning Xingzi did, Qin Chen finally understood the role of his summoning talent. I don't know when my second, third, and fourth contracted beasts will be found. Qin Chen looked at the empty contract space in his contract space and said helplessly, his summoning talent is not only a contract reward, but also the ability to contract multiple contract beasts. The middle level can contract 2, so he guessed that he should be able to contract 2 at high level. As for super level and forbidden beasts, he didn't know whether he could make another contract during the spell. Anyway, he was only at the middle level of awakening the summoning system. The second contracted beast is Flame Fairy. As for the other contracted positions, it depends on the situation. Qin Chen shook his head helplessly and said, the only one who can be sure now is Yan Ji. Just after breaking through to the advanced level, the most important thing is to cast constellations and release high-level magic. Also, pay attention to the music system and the plant system. After they are stable, they will start to try to break through. He has obsessive-compulsive disorder. When he saw that 49 stars in the space galaxy were very bright and the rest were dim, he couldn't help but want to turn all those dim stars into shiny ones. After a while, 294 slave-level essences were fed to those dim stars, which increased the brightness of the 343 stars in the space system galaxy. This also means that he has not yet, after practicing to the advanced level 4, Xingzi has been strengthened to the advanced level 4. Immediately afterwards, he did not favor one or the other. He also strengthened all the fire element stars, and strengthened the high-level fire element stars to the 4th level. Originally, he had condensed 2050 slave-level spirits. After a month of mass killings along the coast, he had condensed another 150, adding up to 2,300. The 2 magic systems had been strengthened to high-level 4. 588 were taken, leaving 712. He currently has 100 condensed warrior-level essences, which is simply not enough to strengthen them to the high-level 5th level, so he will not strengthen them for the time being. He will strengthen them together in the future when he collects all the warrior-level essences. As for the essence that explodes, that is, the essence that can be sold for money, the slave level, 1800, the warrior level, 160, the commander level, 3, and the monarch level, 1. Well, not bad, not bad. Qin Chen nodded with satisfaction, and then began to control the space system planets, connecting them one by one to form star tracks, and the star tracks were assembled into star maps. The star maps were combined into constellations, with space system affinity and strengthened space system planets. The reason why he is even more obedient is that in a month, he can complete the connection into the space constellation and release the high-level magic of the space system, instantaneous movement. Next, he did not waste time and wanted to build the fire constellation in one go. But when he wanted to control the fire planets, he found that the fire stars were too violent and were 3 times more difficult to control than the space stars. Not only that, the fire system does not have the talent of space affinity, nor does it have the bonus to strengthen Xingzi to make Xingzi more obedient, which greatly increases the difficulty of controlling it. If we follow this trend, doesn't it mean that it will take me at least 3 months to control the fire constellation? Are you kidding? No, I have to buy a control magic tool. Now it's just the fire system. What about the summoning, music, plant, and newly awakened departments in the future? That the more he thought about it, the more he felt that he must buy the magic control device, otherwise it would be a waste of time. After all, he was not short of money. what he was short of was time. After selling all the demon corpses obtained from Bo's city and the corpses of warrior-level and slave-level demons killed by the hurricane demon Peng, he got 10 billion in cash, and then used 1 billion to invest in Fanio City. 400 million he bought food rations for Xiao Tianzhu and Yan Dijuan, 100 million for various expenses, 1.2 billion to buy 3 soul seeds for Xiao Tianzhu and Yan Dijuan to break through, and got another 1.5 billion from the monster killing bounty, so he now has a total of 8.8 billion yuan. Being wealthy, he thought about how to spend money. Chapter 94 Supreme Magic. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At this moment, he turned on his phone and found that today was actually the orientation competition, the day of the Pearl Academy beast fighting competition. Then he went to the Qin campus audience stand to see the beast fighting competition. Heading to the arena for the beast fighting competition, more than 10,000 people were seated here. However, when he just entered, he saw Mu Nujio's figure, and then walked directly over and sat in the empty seat next to her. Down. How did you come? Mu Nujio asked curiously. Did she know that Qin Chen went to the main campus? How could he come to the Qin campus? We have moved to a new home and you haven't been there yet. If you don't go, I will come looking for you. You don't want to live with me? Qin Chen directly grabbed Mu Nujio's little hand and leaned against its ear. Bien said softly. No, I'm not. Everyone in the Qin campus has to live on campus, so I can't go to your place for the time being. Mu Nujio is very shy about such an intimate appearance in public. Most of the people sitting next to her now know her. If it were in a place where no one is around, Mu Nujio might be fine, but in full view of the public, she is still very shy. That means you will come to live with us after you go to the main campus, right? Qin Chen moved away a little, but still grabbed Mu Nujio's little hand and asked. Mu Nu nodded shyly. Now she didn't dare to raise her head. Even if she didn't look, she could still feel the strange eyes around her. Seeing this, Qin Chen stopped teasing Mu Nujio and sat quietly. At the beast fighting competition, there was a speech at the beginning, and the speaker was naturally Dean Xiao. Here, I would like to express my opinion to all the students here. If you join Pearl Academy, you just want to get a diploma and enter the society to become a respected mage. You just want to get a high salary based on your academic qualifications from Pearl Academy. Living a luxurious and prosperous life, then I clearly tell you that you have come to the wrong place. I tell you as the Dean of Pearl Academy, the magicians who come out of our Pearl Academy will definitely have the ability to influence society and change the world in the future, and they will definitely take on the heavy mission of protecting the city and protecting mankind. Mage, born for human survival, progress, and fighting against demons. If after today, who of you pursues the former, tell me privately, I will issue you a graduation certificate from Pearl University and a letter of introduction, so that you can immediately realize your ideas. Please do not occupy our Pearl University. Precious places, our Pearl Academy has never lacked fame and wealth. What we lack is an eternal heart to pursue the supreme magic. Listening to Dean Zhao's words, the eyes of the tens of thousands of students present could not help but shine. Having a graduation certificate from Pearl Academy means wealth and fame in the eyes of ordinary people, but how can they, mages like them? Would you settle for just a diploma? The human heart will never be satisfied. Greed is human nature. After having everything that ordinary people dream of, they will pursue more unreachable things, such as the supreme magic. In this world, wealth and fame is built on the supreme magic, and only the supreme magic is their only pursuit. I have to say that Dean Zhao's speech ability is very strong. Even Qin Chen can't help but feel excited after listening to Dean Zhao's words. The supreme magic is also his pursuit. Next, let's invite our 7 protagonists today. Following Dean Zhao's words, 7 people from the summoning department stepped onto the arena, enjoying the gaze of thousands of people. No matter what, these 7 people are famous in the whole school today. Are you very dissatisfied and confused? Why are the 7 summoning department students here just like you? Why can they become today's protagonists? Why are you not the ones standing in their position? Dean Zhao's words completely aroused the emotions in the hearts of the young students. Yes, we are all freshmen. Why are you the students of the summoning department special? Is it possible that my thunder and fire department are better than you? Is it weak? It doesn't matter. Defeat them and you will be today's protagonists. Dean Zhao's last sentence completely aroused the enthusiasm of these young people present. They are all passionate young people. Who doesn't like to become famous? As long as they defeat the summoning mages present, they will become famous in one battle. The next battle is between the summoning department and students from other colleges. It has to be said that the summoning department is a special department that specializes in cultivating summoned beasts. Among the same level, demons are stronger than mages. A demon of the same level is often it takes a team of mages to compete with it, but that's just to compete. If you want to defeat the demon, you need to pay a greater price and invest more mages. At the beginning level, 6 slave-level monsters from summoning students can defeat a team of 5 entry-level mages effortlessly. One summoned beast can defeat a team of entry-level mages for several rounds, if not for the fact that there is one in the middle who knows how to use the intermediate level. If the magical Luo song comes to disrupt the situation, I'm afraid the summoning mage can defeat 100 people without Mo Fan's appearance and save their summoning resources. It's a pity that Luo Song, who had been educated by Qin Chen and Mo Fan before, was still very jealous and specially made small shoes for Mo Fan. After he came on the stage, he defeated all the remaining summoning students except Mo Fan, and left Mo Fan alone. It was just right for Fan to face many students alone. At this time, Mo Fan's ghost wolf beast had just woken up and reached the advanced slave level. Dean Xiao, I would like to ask, are the rules of this beast fighting competition a little unfair to our summoning department students? Mo Fan, who came on stage, did not directly accept the challenge. Instead, he raised his head and asked Dean Xiao on the stage. Oh. What do you think is unfair? Dean Xiao asked with a smile. If our summoning department students defeat 100 students, it will only preserve our own resources. If the number of people we defeat does not reach 100, then our summoning department's resources will be distributed to other departments, regardless of what. Our summoning system has never benefited at all. Do you think this is unfair to our summoning system? Mo Fan directly expressed his doubts. What you said does make sense. In fact, there is another rule in this beast fighting competition that you didn't know. And because for too many years, the summoning department students have not been able to achieve this rule. Over time, everyone has ignored this rule. Now, I say this rule here, you can understand that this game is fair. That is, if the number of defeated students of the Summoning Department Academy reaches 200, then all the resources of the Academy this semester will belong to the Summoning Department. Dean Xiao said this rule. P.S. Readers who like this book, vote for recommendation or invest in this book at qidian.com. Chapter 95 Mo Fan wins. You are listening at novelfull.audio. That's it, I understand. Here, I would like to express my opinion to many classmates. I am relatively short of resources, so I will take all your resources this semester. Hearing this, Mo Fan naturally started to show off. His words immediately aroused the dissatisfaction of everyone present. Who among the people present is not an arrogant person? Who wants to admit that they have lost to someone else? Who wants to see their resources taken away? This guy is too arrogant. I'm going to go down and beat him up. That's right, count me in. Let's go together. What kind of bumpkin did you come from? You dare to threaten to use our college's resources? You've got the heart of a bear and the courage of a leopard. I'll beat you out of here. There is a price for being in the limelight. I hope you can withstand my anger. Mo Fan is worthy of being the king of ridicule. He set the scene ablaze with just one sentence. The original audience went to line up below the arena to challenge Mo Fan. However, Mo Fan's dimensional summoned beast, the spirit wolf, reached the advanced stage slave level. The order mage had no power to resist in front of it. He had one claw per claw, and Mo Fan was helping him. Soon, the number of defeated summoners reached 199, and only the last one was short of reaching 200. Mtlnovel, who was next to him, was about to get up and challenge Mo Fan, but was held back by Qin Chen. Mtlnovel, forget it, you don't have to go up. He knew that the current Mo Fan was no match for Mtlnovel. Not to mention that the current Mtlnovel was stronger than the original Mtlnovel, but that the magic armor on Mtlnovel was not something Mo Fan could break. I don't want my appearance to take away all Mo Fan's resources and turn Mo Fan into an ordinary mage with no power. In that case, how can Qinglong be resurrected? What power does it have after resurrection? In the future, Qinglong will be the main force against the Kraken. You know him? Mtlnovel asked curiously. He knew Qin Chen's character relatively well. Except for cultivation, he was relatively indifferent to other people and things. He would only care about people he knew or things he was interested in. Of course, beautiful women except. Well, we know each other, and he is from Bo City. As he said, he is relatively short of resources. Let's give the resources to him this time. What's more, this time the entire college's resources have been taken away by the summoning department. You contact your family members and ask them to donate to the college in the name of the Mu family to make up for the resources taken away by the summoning department. This will be very important to you. It is of great benefit to the Mu family. Qin Chen nodded and told Mtlnovel's method in the original work. I didn't expect that he turned out to be from Bo City. Well, I won't go down this time, but you said I have to discuss the donation with the family. This is not something I can decide. Hearing this, Mtlnovel was no longer interested in challenging. As for donating money, she could only mention it to her family after she went back. The old guys in your family are all smart, they will agree. Qin Chen smiled and said, these resources are not much, and after this wave, the reputation of the Mu family will greatly increase in Pearl Academy. For these aristocratic families, how can they use these resources to build the reputation of the Mu family? He said that the Mu family all made money, so how could they refuse? As expected, Mo Fan completed the challenge of 200 people. After Mtlnovel went back and mentioned it to the Mu family also agreed to Mtlnovel's suggestion, and represented Mtlnovel in the Pearl Academy. Donating money to the college that lost resources, Mtlnovel instantly became the goddess of Qin campus. After watching the beast fighting competition, he originally wanted to go home with Mtlnovel to visit, but Mtlnovel ran away because he wanted to accompany AI Tutu. In desperation, he came to Qintian Hunting Center. Lingling, isn't school starting now? Why don't you go to school? Are you skipping class? As soon as he arrived at Qintian Hunting House, he saw the twin-tailed Lingling drinking milk tea. He went up and grabbed the milk tea, and drank it all. That's mine. Seeing her milk tea being robbed, Lingling's little mouth pouted in anger, which was really cute. Children, don't drink so much milk tea. Milk is the most suitable for you. I'm helping you get rid of bad habits. Qin Chen said without forgetting to lick his mouth. Humph, you shameless stinky man. Lingling blushed at him. She had never seen such a shameless man. There is a reward, come with me. Lingling handed Qin Chen a letter of authorization. There was nothing she could do, it was the beginning of school, and she would be urged to go to school again if there was no reward. What list? An order of 300,000 yuan. I said Lingling, hasn't the price of the commission we Qintian Hunter received increased? Why is there still an order of 300,000 yuan here? Qin Chen said dumbfoundedly looking at the amount. What else is the reason? After the price increased, no one came to our Qintian hunting station to post tasks. Lingling said dissatisfiedly that after the price increased, there were fewer commissions from Qintian hunting station to issue tasks. If there were no commissions, wouldn't she have to go to school? In desperation, Lingling had no choice but to restore the entrusted price to its original value. It just so happens that I'm free today, so I'll go with you to avoid you complaining again. When Qin Chen saw the content of this commission, he became interested. The person who commissioned this commission suspected that his wife was a demon and needed the Qingtian hunting house to protect his children. Isn't this the incident of the scaly skin mother demon? Come on, let's go now. Hearing Qin Chen's words, Lingling became excited, immediately ran upstairs to get something, and rushed out carrying a full small school bag. Where's Xiao Tianju? Lingling, who was sitting in the taxi, asked dissatisfiedly. In the past, she used Xiao Tianju to travel, which was very comfortable and convenient. How about taking a taxi now, which is not only slow but also troublesome? Xiao Tianju is being promoted and is sleeping. Qin Chen doesn't want to be a taxi, so why is Xiao Tianju sleeping? So fast, Lingling said happily, if Xiao Tianju advances, wouldn't it mean that Qin Chen's combat power has greatly increased? Then you can accept a higher reward. It's not too fast. The resources spent on Xiao Tianju and Xiao Dijuan are more than those spent on myself. Can I justify not advancing? Qin Chen pouted and said, cultivating summoned beasts is the most expensive. Every day, there are fragments of spirit seeds, and occasionally a spirit seed. If he hadn't been rich, there would never be enough to cultivate these two little guys. Lingling and Qin Chen came to their employer's home, installed a monitor in their home and left. Then they came to the top of the high-rise building opposite their home. Little Lingling's little feet were dangling on the high-rise building. For some people who are afraid of heights, this is a disaster, but for Xiao Lingling, a brave little girl with a talent for art, it is a piece of cake. This does not affect her speed at typing on the computer at all. P.S. Readers who like this book, please vote for it or invest in this book. Chapter 96 Instant Movement and Jumping. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 96 Teleportation, Leap. The bored Qin Chen stood on a high place to welcome the caress of the evening breeze, looking at the city scenery below. The sunset made the city of Magic City particularly charming, bringing a little loneliness of yesterday's flowers to this prosperous city. A contradictory and complex sense of beauty. Don't be in a daze. If something happens, that woman is shedding her skin. Go and protect their child. Lingling looked at the scene on the computer and said hurriedly. Hearing this, Qin Chen did not act immediately. Instead, he stood on the spot. The silver stars were continuously connected to form a star map. The star map composed of mysterious and rhythmic stars was constantly being combined. When the moment the 7 star charts were completed, they were combined into a dazzling constellation. The constellations were very complex and ancient. Even Qin Chen didn't know what the image of this constellation looked like or what it meant. He just used the stars according to the constellation pattern. Just connect it. Momentary movement jumping. When the constellation was completed, a strange force of space suddenly appeared around him and enveloped him. The force of space also appeared in front of him, opening the linear space channel between him and his employer's home. He was in the space. Under the protection of the force, he passed through the space channel between him and his employer's house. When he arrived at his employer's house, the force of space dissipated. In the eyes of Lingling from the outside world, after Qin Chen completed the high-level magic of the space system, he disappeared completely and then appeared again at his employer's home. This is the high-level first-level magic of the space system, teleportation leap. The whole person jumps in space with 2 points as the starting point and end point. To the outside world, it is equivalent to teleportation, but in fact it is a process of space jumping. Qin Chen, be careful. Your employer has also shed his skin. Protect your children first. That when he appeared at his employer's house, Lingling's voice came through the earphones. Immediately, Qin Chen rushed into his employer's house and saw a green-skinned monster with long pointed claws walking towards the child. When Qin Chen saw this, he rushed over and punched the monster. How powerful was he? With one punch, the monster flew away and hit the wall, even breaking a hole in the wall. This was because he did not dare to use all his strength. This was a residential building. If he used too much force and smashed through the house, it would be bad if the monster ran into other people's homes. After holding the child in his hands, he breathed a sigh of relief. Now that the child was okay, the remaining two monsters would be easy to deal with. The scaly-skinned monster that was smashed away saw the child being held by Qin Chen, and then rushed over. Fire-burning bones. A ball of crimson flame was thrown into his hand. The blazing high temperature, even if it just appeared, evaporated all the water in the room, and the newly decorated cement on the wall began to burst. It was thrown at the charging scaly demon, too far away. It was so close that the scale-skinned demon couldn't dodge. The flames fell on the scale-skinned demon and immediately enveloped it. The flames fell on the scaly demon and ignited a raging fire, engulfing the entire demon. The scorching heat made it suffer. After Qin Chen was promoted to a high-level fire element, the Suzaku fire automatically upgraded to the soul fire. And is also the supreme soul species, which can increase fire magic 6 times, and also increase the flame temperature 6 times, allowing him to possess the Suzaku fire domain, which is the top soul fire in the world. Ga. In less than 3 seconds, the scale-skin demon was engulfed by the flames and turned into a charred black body lying on the ground. When the scale-skin female demon saw that something was wrong here, she rushed out of the window. As a demon, she has a kind of the instinct to escape danger. After feeling the terror of Qin Chen's Suzaku fire, she ran away immediately. Can you run away? Momentary movement jumping. The silver space star appeared next to him again, and he slowly began to use the star to build a constellation. When the constellation was completed, he disappeared from the place, and when he reappeared, he appeared in front of the scale-skin mother demon. In front of him, the scale-skin female demon who was still running forward suddenly stopped. It feels so good to let the enemy run 100 meters first and then catch up in an instant. You are quite good at running. How can you run after all this? Fire-burning bones. It was still the same flames and the same moves. The flames flew directly towards the scaly-skinned female demon. The scaly-skinned female demon knew the power of this flame and must not let it fall on her body, so she bent down and got on all fours to borrow it. With all the explosive power of his limbs, he rushed to the side to avoid the trajectory of the flying gunpowder. Quite clever, but unfortunately, it's useless. Mind control void claw. However, just when the scaly-skinned female demon was about to jump up, her feet were caught by a silver void claw, and her jumping and dodging movements were forcibly stopped. The flames naturally fell on her body, which was the same as before. Just like the scaly-skinned demon, in less than 3 seconds, the entire demon was scorched and collapsed. Because of his kindness, he tore open the scaly-skinned demon's skin and called an ambulance, saving the lives of the couple. After handing the child over to the police, he and Lingling returned to Qingtian hunting house. They didn't need to take care of the rest. They just waited to collect the money, because this time Qin Chen acted quickly and killed the scales. The mother demon was destroyed directly, and there was no incident of the scale-skin mother demon disrupting the Qingzhou campus of Pearl Academy. Lingling, tell me, these two couples were ordinary people, how could they become scaly monsters? Could it be that they were inadvertently possessed by the scaly monster? If this is the case, then what kind of scaly monster is this? How did it appear in the demon city? And how did it become parasitic in the human body? Will this kind of thing continue to exist? Qin Chen asked doubtfully. He knew that this kind of scaly monster was contagious and extremely contagious. If it accidentally spread in the city, it would be tragic. This kind of monster is called a scaly monster soldier. The two you killed should be the male and the female. As for how they appeared, there are many reasons for their appearance. I will report this matter to the city monster hunter. The leader of the team must pay attention to this matter, and the rest is not our responsibility. Lingling said while typing on the computer. That's right. Let the city's demon hunting team take care of these things. Otherwise, why are we raising them? Qin Chen curled his lips and said that his worries were unfounded. He was not a monster hunter in the city, so why did he care so much? When the couple woke up the next day, in order to thank Qin Chen for saving their family of 3, they raised the reward to 1 million and transferred it directly. He didn't even blink at this amount of money. If he had spent the money 3 years ago, he would have been happy. Now, he can't even afford a day's worth of milk powder for his pet. Just one look at the text message, and it's $1 million worth of face. Chapter 97 Plant Spirit Seed, Swallowing Sparks. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Hey, Qin Chen, what you asked me to find is found. Come to the International Trade Center. Zhao Menyan's voice came from the other end of the phone. Good. After saying that, Qin Chen immediately rushed to the International Trade Center. Now he is also a master hunter and does not need to use a spirit belt to enter the auction house here like before. Qin Chen, here. As soon as he came in, he saw Zhao Manyan standing up and waving, calling him with lip language. Mo Fan, you are here too. After arriving at Zhao Menyan's location, he discovered that Mo Fan was also here. Brother Chen, what a coincidence. I heard that there are thunder spirit seeds for sale tonight, and I wanted to buy one. Mo Fan said. After getting to know Mo Fan a little bit, Qin Chen also found out that Mo Fan had joined a private hunting house. He had recently made a reward and saved money from the past, and borrowed some money from Zhao Manyan before he dared to come here to buy spiritual seeds. So you two know each other? Zhao Manyan said next to him. We know each other, but Lao Zhao, what is the thing you are talking about? Qin Chen asked. He asked Zhao Manyan to find many things, but he didn't know which ones were being auctioned tonight. What else is there, but to control magic weapons and plant-type soul seeds? You said you are an intermediate mage, what kind of plant-type soul seeds do you want? No, are you already high level? Have you newly awakened the plant type? Zhao Manyan said and reacted instantly. He had seen on the internet that there were rumors that Qin Chen was going to the 3-step tower to break through to the high level. He didn't believe it at first, but now, thinking about it, it is indeed possible. That's right. Qin Chen replied. Holy shit. ×2. Mo Fan and Zhao Manyan were both frightened by Qin Chen's invisible pretense. A high-level mage, that was a high-level mage. Zhao Manyan still vaguely remembered that they went to high school together. Now that they are in college, everyone is a high-level mage. However, he was still struggling at the middle level. Needless to say, Mo Fan, Qin Chen was about the same age as him, but they were already high-level mages, and he was only at the first level of the middle level, which made him feel frustrated. The next auction item is a Thunder Spirit Seed Qianjun. After the auctioneer introduced the role and origin of the Thunder Spirit Seed, Mo Fan bought it for 23 million. The purchase of the Thunder Spirit Seed instantly left Mo Fan with an empty pocket and a debt of 500 yuan. 10,000. Mo Fan, I have a fire spiritual seed in my hand, which can increase the power of fire magic by 2.5 times. For the sake of our acquaintance, I will sell it to you cheaper, 20 million, how about it? Qin Chen thought that he had grabbed a fire spiritual seed and it was still lying in his space, so he wanted to sell it to Mo Fan. It was impossible to give it away, not in this life. Brother Chen, let's see if you can get it on credit. I owe you the debt first, and I will pay you back when I have money later. Originally, Mo Fan was very excited when he heard the first half of Qin Chen's sentence, but when he heard the second part of the 20 million, he was immediately thrown cold water on him, and he even wanted to eat the king's meal in flattery. Then come to me when you have money. The principle of my transaction here is to pay with one hand and deliver the goods with the other hand. Since you have no money now, come to me when you have money. Let's make an agreement for a year. If you don't have the money yet, I won't leave this fire spirit seed to you. Qin Chen waved his hand. Don't worry, I will definitely be able to raise 20 million within a year. You have to keep it for me. Mo Fan quickly said, 20 million fire-type spiritual seeds, or spiritual seeds that directly enhance fire magic by 2.5 times, must be several million cheaper than buying them in the auction house. Several million are worth it to Mo Fan now. They are all sky-high prices. If he can save money, he will definitely not want to spend more money to buy them elsewhere. The next auction is a plant-type spiritual seed called Swallowing Sparks. This spiritual seed is a naturally formed spiritual seed. The place where it grows is a field of fire. Swallowing Sparks relies on swallowing flames. It can be said that it is a mutated fire-attributed plant with extremely powerful fire-attribute resistance. It is a spiritual species, and even the fire spirit species cannot burn the plant-type spiritual species that swallows sparks. It can be said that having the spark-swallowing spiritual species can solve all the problems. Since the natural position of fire-restraining plants, it has been the spiritual seed of choice for all plant mages. The starting price is 15 million, and each increase in price must not be less than 1 million. Start bidding. 15 million. 16 million. 17 million. Soon, the price soared, reaching 24 million and still rising. Holy crap, why is this plant-type spiritual seed more expensive than my thunder spirit seed Qianjun? Mo-Fan's jaw dropped when he saw the rising price. Didn't he say that the thunder element, the first of the elements, is the most expensive? Why are botanicals more expensive? This is called the rare thing. The spiritual species that can solve the fatal weakness of the plant system are rare. It can be said that one may not appear every year, so it has been sought after by many people, and the price has been rising. Went up. Zhao Manyan explained. 27 million. At this time, Qin Chen made a bid, which was immediately increased by 2 million. This was already the highest price among spiritual species. His plant seed devourer can devour the additional effects of various plant systems to enhance the power of his own plant system. He certainly doesn't want to miss an additional effect like this that can solve the plant system's shortcomings of being afraid of fire. In any case, this kind of natural the restraint effect is not so easy to solve. Now that you encounter it, you must take it down. 28 million. Unexpectedly, at this time, there are still people bidding. 30 million. Seeing this, Qin Chen didn't hesitate much and directly added another 2 million. Money was not a big deal to him. What was important was that this kind of spark-swallowing one might not be able to buy it in a short period of time if he had the money. 30 million times. 30 million times. 30 million times. Congratulations to this distinguished guest for taking the picture of swallowing sparks. As the auctioneer's hammer falls, the spark swallower is in hand. Then the auction continued. Mo-Fan had no intention of leaving. He just wanted to take the opportunity to learn more and see what other expensive items he didn't know about in the world. Zhao Manyan next to him saw that Mo-Fan was a novice, so he took charge of the auction. The sidelines explained that about an hour later, the auction came to an end. The next item can be used by most high-level mages. It is a magic control device that can help high-level mages increase the efficiency of controlling stars. It can increase the efficiency by about 3 times. We all know that when you first enter a high level, it is very difficult to control the stars. At this time, if you have this control magic tool, you can control the stars 3 times more efficiently and save a lot of time. Okay, no more words. Tell me more. Everyone knows the importance of controlling the magic weapon. The starting price is 100 million, and each increase in price must not be less than 5 million. The bidding begins. 100 million. 110 million. 120 million. P.S. Readers who like this book, vote for recommendation or invest in this book at qidian.com. Chapter 98 Plant Soul Seed, Poison Devil Vine. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Let me go. Why is it so expensive for just a magic control device? Mo-Fan, who was not sure why, started to ask again. What do you know? It's not like this magic control device can only be used by one person. After you use it, you can give it to the next person. This kind of magic device that can be used continuously is most loved by those big families, because it can be used by different people in the family and can be passed down forever. Just like the Stardust magic weapon and the Nebula magic weapon, family disciples can take turns using it, which can quickly cultivate outstanding family disciples. Zhao Manyan was used to Mo Fan's ignorance, so he explained it to him smoothly. So this is Mo Fan suddenly realized that this was like the Stardust magic weapon issued by his school in high school. When the first person used it, it was given to the second person, and they continued to use it in turn. 230 million. At about the same time, Qin Chen also started bidding. Without saying much, he directly added 20 million at once, showing that he was determined to win. 240 million. Not to mention, the current price has not reached the top of the magic control device, and there are still people following suit. 260 million. 27 million. 290 million. It wasn't until Qin Chen raised the price to 290 million that no one continued to follow. It has to be said that this price has exceeded the normal price of 20 million in the price range of high-end magic control devices. Those who are budget conscious will naturally not. He would spend unjust money to rob Qin Chen. It can be said that things auctioned in auction houses are more expensive than things sold outside, but rich people just like to buy things in auction houses, because they don't care how much more expensive the things they buy are than outside. What they care about is the quality of the items. Quality and the efficiency of being able to buy quickly. Brother Chen, you are so rich, you should not be short of 20 million. Why don't you lend me 20 million first and pay it back to you when I have money? That seeing Qin Chen's 300 million, Mo Fan swallowed hard. Oh my god, this is 300 million, and he spent it directly. Are they the same age? Why is it that everyone around him is rich, but he is poor? He thought Zhao Manyan was rich enough before, but he didn't expect to meet an even richer man now. When I borrow money here, there is interest. If you don't pay back after 1 month, the interest will increase by 10%. For every month of arrears, the interest will increase by 10%, and so on, until you pay it off. Do you want to borrow it? Qin Chen looked at Mo Fan with a smile. Damn, isn't this just a loan shark? Only fools borrow. Mo Fan was shocked. He couldn't afford loan sharking, so he should just go hunt monsters and do tasks to make money. The next auction is a plant-type soul seed called Poison Devil Vine. It is a vine that grows in a quagmire of countless poisons. From the accounts of people who came to the auction, I learned that in that area it was full of poisonous gas and poison. In the swamp where fog and poisonous insects are extremely poisonous, there is no poison near the poison ivy, because all the poisons close to the poison ivy are absorbed by the poison ivy. It can be seen that the poison ivy not only releases toxins, but also has the function of releasing toxins. The ability to absorb toxins. Once you absorb the soul seed poison ivy, you will not only gain the ability of the poison ivy to swallow poison, but the poison ivy itself is also toxic. This is a spiritual poison that is extremely toxic. Warrior-level creatures are infected with the poison. Within half a minute, the mind will be confused and powerless, and the brain will have difficulty coordinating and controlling the body. The most important thing is that this poisonous devil vine is the top soul seed among plant soul seeds. It has the ability to increase the magical power of Plant Mage by 5.5 times, and can increase the magic power of Plant Mage by 5.5 times. Wizards own the poison ivy realm. Everyone knows how valuable a soul seed with a domain is. Without further ado, the plant soul seed poison devil vine has a starting price of 500 million. Each increase in price must not be less than 10 million. The bidding begins. Everyone present heard the word domain and all breathed quickly. That is a domain. Among high-level people, whoever has a domain can have the upper hand and suppress their opponents. Without a domain and having a domain are two completely different dimensions. The gap is huge. 550 million. 600 million. 670 million. 900 million. From the initial quotation to the present, the price has risen to 900 million in just 1 minute, which shows how attractive the soul seed field is. Old Zhao, what's going on? Why is the soul seed so valuable? Looking at the soaring prices, Mo Fan in the seat was dumbfounded. Are all these people so rich? Hundreds of millions every minute. This made the poor boy who had just arrived in the magic city refresh his view of money. With these, comparing money between rich people is impossible in this life. It's not that the soul seed is valuable, it's the soul seed that owns the domain that is valuable. That's the domain. Forget it, I won't tell you. Anyway, you don't understand how valuable the domain is. You will understand it after you reach a higher level. Zhao Manyan curled his lips and said, this kind of natural soul seed is extremely rare. Even at the auction here in the Demon City, a soul seed with a domain only appears once a year, and every time it is sold at a sky-high price. Billion. Qin Chen is at his peak as soon as he makes a move. 1 billion is the top price for a soul seed. If the price is increased, it will be a loss. For those who do not particularly need it, they will not buy a soul seed that exceeds 1 billion. Yes, you will lose money if you buy it. 1 billion to 10 million at this time, some people still continue to follow. 1 billion and 30 million. 1 billion and 40 million. 1 billion 60 million. 1 billion and 70 million. 1.1 billion. 1.13 billion. 1.2 billion. At the end of the bidding, Qin Chen won the plant soul seed at a price of 1.2 billion. At this point, his purpose of coming to the auction was fulfilled. After witnessing this auction, Mo Fan's horizons finally broadened a lot and his positioning became clearer. He was a poor man, and both Qin Chen and Zhao Manyan were wealthy, and he was the only one. A poor boy, even buying and selling Lei Lingzhong, has gone bankrupt and is in debt. Look at Qin Chen's wave of more than 1 billion, the gap is too big. After selling all the things, Qin Chen returned to his apartment to practice hard. If he had nothing to do, he would go to the Qintian hunting station to pick up a small task and take Lingling out to play, or go to the Fire Academy to consolidate his first place, and since then, his money has shrunk again, and the galaxy veins on his body have been used up, so he bought 5 more galaxy veins to put on him in case of emergency, so he originally still had 8.8 billion. Yes, there are only 6.8 billion left now. Leisure life always passes so fast that his music system and plant system have all broken through to a high level, and then he can even draw the constellations, and Xiao Tianzhu and Xiao Dijuan will finally be promoted to the commander level. Yes, it's ridiculously fast. Just today, he suddenly felt that an extremely huge amount of energy had been injected into his summoning system nebula. As soon as this energy was injected, his summoning system nebula began to boil, and the violent energy continued to impact the nebula. Barrier. It turns out that Xiao Tianzhu and Xiao Dijuan have broken through to the leader level. It's really a double blessing. Today is the day when I break through to the advanced level in the summoning system. Feeling the situation in his nebula, Qin Chen immediately began to focus on the summoning system, frantically activating the 49 stars to cooperate with the violent energy, and began to continuously attack the nebula barrier. The energy fed back by Xiao Tianzhu and Xiao Dijuan was very huge, much greater than the energy contained in the Milky Way veins. Even Qin Chen didn't need to use much force, and the barrier of the summoning system nebula was broken. Breaking through with the veins of the galaxy is fast, and there is no possibility of failure at all. In the end, it turned out that the contract feedback talent of his summoning system can really help him break through the bottleneck. Without the use of the Milky Way, the summoning system naturally broke through to the high level when Xiao Tianzhu and Little Emperor were promoted to the commander level. He was left with 1 galaxy vein. Qin Chen, there is a special protection mission for your little brother Mo Fan. On this day, he came to Qintian Hunting Center as usual, and Lingling took out a letter of authorization, asking Qintian Hunting Station to protect Mo Fan's safety during this period. This kid is dying. He doesn't need protection. Just take it. This kid can't die anyway. Don't let the reward go to waste. Without saying a word, he directly accepted the reward. After all, the reward was 10 million, which could buy half a spiritual seed. P.S. Readers who like this book, please vote for it or invest in this book. Chapter 100, Suppressing the Black Vatican, 1. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Zhaoting. At this time, Zhang Lulu, who was waiting outside, realized something was wrong and walked in to see what happened to Su Zhaoting inside. However, when she came in and saw Su Zhaoting, who was seriously injured, her eyes suddenly turned red and she hurried over to stop his bleeding, her face full of worry. "Didn't I ask you to wait outside? Why did you come in?" Su Zhaoting saw his girlfriend Zhang Lulu coming in and shouted angrily, "Didn't he tell her not to come in before? Why did she come in anyway? Doesn't she know how dangerous it is here? Why are you so disobedient? Why are you so stupid?" Su Zhaoting was moved by Zhang Lulu's sincerity. In the past, he was always immersed in the sadness of his grandmother's death and could not forget the pain. It was this girl who had been accompanying him silently. She followed him through the most painful days in her own way. In order to make him get better as soon as possible, she even changed her quiet demeanor, setting an example and having fun, just to make him cheer up again. But for this good girl, if Qin Chen hadn't appeared just now and the people from the Black Vatican were still here, what kind of end would that be like? Su Zhaoting simply couldn't imagine. This was the first time he had shown such an expression since Bo City. For the first time, he was afraid that he would lose his most precious thing again. At this moment, he realized that he didn't really have nothing, nor could he really give up everything and face death. "I worry about you." Zhang Lulu was frightened by Su Zhaoting's roar. Su Zhaoting had been very gentle to her in the past, but he had never been so cruel to her. But now Su Zhaoting's appearance was very scary, which made her very scared. She was afraid that Su Zhaoting would hate her because of it. "Okay, girls are worried about you too, but you are stupid. Don't mess around if you don't have the ability. Can you deal with the Black Vatican? How can you, a little mid-level mage, have the courage to follow the Black Vatican and meet the Black Vatican in the future? Just run away quickly and provide the clues to the trial. Don't get involved blindly if you don't have the ability, otherwise you will not only get yourself involved, but also implicate the people around you." Qin Chen cursed unhappily. This guy was obviously showing off his affection in front of him, and he would not get used to it. After escorting the two of them to the school doctor's office, he left. Anyway, he couldn't save the other party if he continued to seek death. "Mo Fan, be careful lately, the Black Vatican is targeting you." After finding Mo Fan, Qin Chen told him what the Black Vatican had done against him, and also told him what happened to Su Zhaoting. "Damn Black Church, if you want the Holy Spring, let them come to me. I, Mo Fan, am not afraid of them." As soon as he heard that his classmate had almost died at the hands of the Black Holy See, and then thought of the scenes in Bo City, the anger in Mo Fan's heart completely burned. Seeing this, Qin Chen didn't say anything. He just came to remind him. What Mo Fan wanted to do was none of his business. "By the way, Brother Chen, I bought the fire spirit seed in your hand. It's 20 million. I'll transfer it to you." Although Mo Fan was angry, he did not lose his sense. He knew that stronger power was needed to deal with the Black Holy See, so he transferred all the 20 million he had worked hard for this semester to Qin Chen. If he wanted to improve his strength, the spiritual seed was one of the fastest ways. "Well, not bad, not bad. I didn't expect that your ability to make money is quite fast. You can raise 20 million so quickly. Okay, next time I have something suitable for you, I will consider selling it to you first." Qin Chen looked at the 20 million that had arrived, said with satisfaction, and then gave the rose flame to Mo Fan. Mo Fan held the rose flame with a happy face, but his heart hurt. This was the money he had saved through hard work and frugality. For the 20 million, he is still living in the school dormitory. "Young man, remember to set my mobile phone number as a shortcut key. If you are ready to leave this world, please remember to call me and I will let you rest in peace." Qin Chen patted Mo Fan on the shoulder. He said, taking a good look at him. "Can you say something nice?" Mo Fan slapped Qin Chen's hand away dissatisfied. After notifying Mo Fan, he was slowly waiting for the encirclement and suppression time to arrive. Now that he has reached the first level of the fifth element, he has no choice but to make a quick breakthrough. As for awakening a new element, he doesn't want to awaken it yet. In the original work, after Mo Fan used the demon element, the demon element did not appear in the spiritual world. Later, when he awakened to a higher level, the demon element reappeared as a new department for him. If he wanted to obtain the demonic element permanently, he could only follow Mo Fan's method in the original work, which is to not awaken the new magic of the advanced element first. After using the demon system, he will see if the demon system will become his new system. Apart from this, he can't think of any way to gain the power of the demon system. After learning that he was being targeted by the Black Vatican, Mo Fan refined the fire's spiritual seeds and entered the 3-step tower to practice. After coming out, he met the main campus assessment. Qin Chen asked Mu Nujio and Mo Fan to team up, and then let Lingling help them find the shadow demon. After all, the qualification for practicing in the 3-step tower is very important. There is no reason why he should not help Mu Nujio get it. With the qualification for practicing in the 3-step tower, Mu Nujio will at least be able to improve her cultivation much faster. Ling Qing sent a message to tell Qin Chen that they had already started, and Qin Chen was also preparing to go to the destination. Qin Chen rode the little Tianju and rushed over with Lingling. Although he didn't want Lingling to follow, this little girl acted like, if you don't take me, I will go by myself. In desperation, he could only bring Lingling here. He was really afraid that Lingling would be more dangerous if she came here alone. Rather than doing this, it would be safer to bring her here himself. I'll ask Xiao Tianju to protect you later, so don't follow me in. Qin Chen said. Okay, I will send the equipment in. Remember to bring headphones when the time comes. Lingling also knew that it would be good if she could follow him, so she would not hinder Qin Chen from fighting. However, just because she couldn't get in by herself, it didn't mean that she couldn't get in other ways. Now her equipment has been upgraded again, its stealth has been upgraded, and it is flying in the air without making much sound. Unless you pay special attention, you can't tell that there is a device in the air monitoring them. When I came to the neighborhood, I found that it was surrounded by some abandoned old houses and a huge factory. The east side of the neighborhood is close to the ocean, the south is a plain, the north is a small forest, and the west is in the direction of the Magic City, but the surrounding area is too quiet, so quiet that you can only hear the sound of the wind in your own heartbeat. There were a lot of duplicate chapters because they were reviewed, and then I made changes and republished them without having time to delete them, which caused trouble for everyone reading. Duplicate chapters have now been deleted.